I just said? I said about doing something like, so we're all in like uni and whatnot, and we all like were in a show. You don't have to be like in the same show. It could be like different, like we could be in different places, different unis, and then we all get the part we want, and then do like the process of us working on it, and then going into it.
Because I was thinking exactly what you said about different shows. Because that means we can do multiple things then in there. Because it can be every show.
It also says here musicals in crisis.
So you could do like musicals that haven't reopened since lockdown.
That could be like a foreshadowing thing or something like that.
But wrong in saying Beetlejuice had another thing.
It did, yeah. It says here to explore how the pandemic affected performers and productions. So we talk about that, but we could also look into actually people, not necessarily just like ourselves as individuals, like being ourselves, like actual actors. So like we can look into, like I can't think of anybody in musical theatre right now. You know what I mean? Yeah, or Carrie Her Fletcher, or whatever. You can just, we can be those characters, whatever. And it also says to look into like interviews, articles, and documentaries. We can find the shit.
And there's gonna be there's gonna be loads of interviews and things from actual people who are dealing with.
Oh, it also says digital media. You know when in Dear Evan, this is really ridiculous, but you know Dear Evan Hansen? And they have the your speeches, something like that. We can change them. For some reason, when I first heard this, I thought of, you know, when Evan Hansen made a speech, and then everybody's talking about how online, how everybody's finding out what it is. It can be about that and how people went on strike. When,
I don't actually know that. Well, you're thinking of changing that?
No, but you know how you change the lyrics in one of your songs?
Just using it to represent the story.
Yeah. Like performance to reflect on resilience. So it's kind of like a, I can't really explain it. Do you know what I mean?
What you...
To reflect on resilience. What I mean, like, we have to constantly show that no matter like what everybody did, there was nothing that no one could do. And also, we can also speak about how theatre was the first thing to close, but the last thing to open up again. And how people were put out of jobs.
I didn't actually know that.
You don't know that?
No. Why?
Because I think theatre is like you have so many people in the audience, don't you? In very close proximity.
Good point,
It's the same with sports.
It was a massive thing during lockdown for theatre, I didn't think.
It was absolutely, it was all over the media and people were like...
And that's why you said about the show must go on.
Yeah. Because not only that, is that when it did eventually go, and everything got better, as soon as we went back to theatre, it was again the first thing to close because then everybody got COVID again and the second strand came out and then people lost their jobs and they like couldn't make ends meet. And obviously because they have that career, then finding a job whilst having to be at home was very difficult because like finding a job it was hard anyway, but like if you had I suppose like a normal career, I suppose you could say something that was, so for instance you were a teacher or whatever, you'd still get paid and you'd work from home, or even if you worked in a supermarket or whatever, you could still do that, but with theatre there was nowhere that you could go, you couldn't do that from home. Like it left people kind of jobless.
I was gonna say about the show must go on again. You may as well explain a bit of what that is because you said that before in the video.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure the show must go on was something that was created when theatre did shut down, and then because they then I'm pretty sure they used to sell things like water bottles, t-shirts, because I used to have a t-shirt, notebooks and all things like this to raise money for actors who weren't working or were supposed to be in a contract or whatever. I'm not sure if that's true.
Completely
corrupt,
like skint.
Oh yeah, literally like
so that's the only way, like they would have had to do things like that to try and keep it going digitally, and while people couldn't come and watch things live.
I love this.
No, so it's such a
vibe.
So yeah, we got a decent idea. And I think that's a good idea. It probably will, but I don't mind the idea if you do stick with that of multiple people doing shows.
It's good as well because we've actually lived through this.
Oh yeah.
Like we have the first-hand experience of what
because we're
theatre
musical
lockdown
theatre,
was
absolutely.
like.
Whereas I think
do dance lessons on tubes.
Yeah.
Which is
And my singing
really, really
my
good
singing lessons were on
research.
tubes as well.
If you put your own personal experience into logs and things like that, that's great research.
mental health, because not only that, that's secondary resources and research, because you've experienced that yourself. Like, I think that gives us a massive advantage, because I know that some people necessarily haven't been through kind of things that they have got, so I think that puts us in a really good position.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we've got a really good one. I think we've got probably one of the best ones.
Yeah, if not the best one.
Yeah.
Once we do some more research on a lot of things about it, though,
It's very
I think,
versatile. Yeah.
We're probably going to have a lot more ideas for how we can go about a story to do with it.
Yeah.
So maybe like tonight we all do some research on it, even a little bit.
Yeah, anything specific that we want to go off and
I think just
For each of us
literally
to
theatre in lockdown, just research a little
Yeah, we'll
bit,
do
then we'll
research
come
for the
back
first couple of
tomorrow.
days. I won't be able to do some at home because I'm not in Wi-Fi.
Oh no, that's fine.
that's fine.
But lol. Goes of
That
leaving
one, yeah.
kill myself.
I
won't kill myself.
For the record, yeah.
Yeah. So this is first
Project meeting 1.